All right, welcome to day 21 of the 30 moves to 30K, your first deal done system. Easy. The timing of when you buy and when you expect to sell matter. Try to buy properties that when the job is done, you're going to be selling during ideal times. Well, when is the ideal time to sell? Springtime historically is the best time to sell. That's when families are they're wrapping up school, they're wrapping up whatever they're doing to make their move to get ready for the next typically school year in the fall. Very common time to sell. What's another time to sell? Fall. Fall is a good time. A lot of people they want to get in, get out of wherever they're at so they can settle in before the holidays. So what we have found is the fall tends to be second, then the third being summer, although there's a lot of travel going on, so it can be hit and miss. But generally summer can be strong, just not as good as spring and fall. Winter tends to be the time that's hardest to sell. People don't want to work outside when it's cold. Now, if you're down in Miami, probably doesn't apply as much to you because it's always warm down there. But if you're in a state where you've got a true winter and it's cold, activity historically tends to be a lot less, in particular from Thanksgiving through the New Year's, usually the slowest time to sell a house. So when you buy a property, get a feel for what your timeline is, put the proper contingency on that timeline, like we've discussed before, not just a budget, contingency on the timeline. They tell you it's going to take 2 months, plan on 3, so that you figure out, okay, if I'm going to buy this property, I'm going to plan to sell it at this time. Is my buy price good enough to account for the time I plan to sell so that the numbers make sense? If I go to sell a house in September, I'm going to expect more than if I have to sell that house in December. So that's something to keep in mind. The timing matters. So think that through before you buy, because it could affect what you're willing to pay for on the way in. The last thing you want to do is pay for a property, something goes wrong, you end up holding an extra 1 or 2 months on what was supposed to be a quick flip, and now all of a sudden you're having to sell between Thanksgiving and New Year's, which is historically a tough time to sell. So plan the timing, account for contingency in the timing, and then offer accordingly to make sure you get your numbers right. With that, I'll see you in the next video.